All right, and we are live. Welcome, audience. TD here, joined by Larry Fine to bring you the Weekend Wax, episode 6. We're on now. Larry, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Episode 6 already, man. Time really flies, eh?
Yeah, right. Man, you're still on vacation overseas, I believe, right?
Yep, you got it. Still in sunny old Ukraine, bright and early, 7 in the morning here. So, it's starting the day off right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got some good friends over there in the Ukraine. You know what? Really quick, I'm just gonna go ping the Discord to let them know that we're streaming. I think I forgot to do that.
Oh, I'm sure they'll make their way here at some point. Word travels fast.
Yeah. So what a pretty awesome week we had last week, and we have it just as an exciting week coming up this week. As you can see on my screen, the first thing that we can talk about is the Green Rabbit snapshot. What can you tell me about
Yeah.
that?
Well, I mean, that was kind of exciting. I know you're a big fan of Green Rabbit.
A
I'm a
little
big
bit.
fan of I'm a big fan of Green Rabbit. So I was planning to get as high as I could in that fan club, pretty early, and then it was kind of a bummer watching the price spike, and I still needed like probably half of it, but I was going for it the whole way. So I got all the way up to 100 million Shilanium. I assume you did as well.
I did not know. I only got to 22 million, believe it or not.
Wow, you slacking, TD.
Yeah, man, I didn't hit the luck on the packs, man. I just, all my drives are maxed out, and I didn't hit any mythics, and I think I won legendary was the best that I did out of a lot of packs too, in crates and
Yeah,
such.
I do know you went in heavy on the packs, that's for sure.
Yeah. So we got our first questions. This means we're definitely live. We got huge. I'm a huge fan of Tall James. I would think he's a fan of us also. Asking, is it safe to swap my Selenium to wax now? No, Tall James, huddle to death.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
Yeah, that's a great question. For another reason, though, so I can tell you from like the dev's perspective what was going on at 2 p.m. And Dr. Prophet, I know, had already communicated it um, to the Discord in an announcement, and he said we were going to run the snapshot twice, right, to make sure that the data matches. And I'm fairly certain that if you dumped early, there is going to be a chance that you're going to get missed, and it was a stupid thing to do. Like, greed is a killer, and if somebody did get caught, like, I honestly don't have any compassion for them.
Yeah, it's got to be tough, if you got that 100 million and then you sell
Right.
like the two
Like, why would
zeros
you?
instead
Yeah,
of
why would
one.
you dump at 2 minutes after? Like, it
Yeah,
makes no sense. Like,
I
and
don't know.
so
I wouldn't do it, and I barely got over 100 mil. Like I had to scrape the couch for pennies to get all the Shilanium I could, and I still got it. So plus, it's still going to be useful in like
right, yeah,
the
yeah. I
day.
mean, crafting is coming out tomorrow. You know, and Shell did dump a little bit while so it dumped a lot with the Binance Wax news, but that has nothing to do with the Selenium and everything to do with Wax, because every altcoin dumped yesterday when that news was made. And if you look at the charts, like, they all look the same across all of them.
Yeah,
All of them took a dump.
my
Um,
TLM got like basically cut in half the value to wax.
yeah, it's what, 0.75 right now. Last time I
Yep.
looked, something like that.
And like just yesterday or the day before, it was like 1.5. So it is what
Yeah,
in the end, it's tough right now, but it's a good thing long term. It's a great thing long term.
dude, it was an incredible moment, and that's part of what made what's going to make, I guess, this week. That was yesterday, right? So
Much more
Sunday's
interesting.
technically, yeah, that first day of the week. So yeah, we're gonna have a good one here. So we had the snapshot. So you did get your big baller hodler NFT,
I
huh?
I got it. It's in my wallet. I even just looked now, just before the stream, and I got a new NFT, a Green Rabbit one. It looked like, I assume it's N Venom getting a piggyback ride from Reddit.
Yeah, I just saw that one. That's pretty hilarious, right?
I don't know what that does yet, but I'm gonna hodl it.
Yeah, that's I think that's your staking one, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, right on. Okay, cool. I better get to
Yeah.
staking that right away then.
Yeah, I believe that's what that is. That's super cool. Yeah, they 3D. I wonder if you can share your screen or if I can find it.
I can at least send you the link. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, you can. I think you can share if you want to. It should be in the bottom there, right? Do you see it?
Oh yeah, okay. All right, let me pull it up first. Yeah, that
Show
picture
our
is
audience this.
just a beauty. I only got a chance to look at it for like a split second. All right, here we go. All right, let me know. Can you see?
No, did you click share?
No, I'm just finding it. Let's try that one. There we go. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can now. Yep.
Perfect.
Can you click on? Yeah, click on it
Yeah,
right
he's
there.
having a good time.
Yeah.
It's all about the quality of the artwork, right? That's what we appreciate.
Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff there, man. Good stuff. So
I gotta get me
awesome.
one of those hoodies one day.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So I pulled up the green paper here so we can kind of look through this. Have you first, I guess my first question is, have you read the green paper?
Multiple times, yeah.
Haha.
I didn't read it for a while until the other day because I had to kind of rebrush up on all the stuff because the crafting it's kind of it's not a super cut and dry. You kind of want to read it before you just jump right into crafting.
Right, right. And so I've obviously had the luxury of seeing the testnet stuff and what these guys are about to deliver to the fans and the player base. And I can tell you that you will be blown away. Well, I hope you'll be blown away by the just the subtle improvements. Right. So they've moved from a framework known as React to a more modern one called Svelte, SVLTE. And the Svelte version is amazing. It's just smoother altogether. Lots
Nice.
of the user flow is just a lot better. And then there's like these neat little like add-ons that have been included in this version. Like for example, when you take any actions, like you'll see the actual communication between the front end and the API calls to the contracts. Like they're gonna cycle through on the bottom really fast and actually like spell out what it's doing. Like it'll say, fetching this and sending that. It's really neat. You'll see what I'm talking about tomorrow when they deploy it. And then just all together, the UI is just a lot smoother, really neat CSS animations of things, coming in. It's really great. The devs did a bang up job on it.
Nice, nice. Looking forward to that. And better than anyone, it's the little things. They all kind of add up to make something great.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, the crafting is gonna go live. I don't know if a time has been announced publicly yet, so I don't want to comment on that in the event that it doesn't. But it is tomorrow. I can assure you that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And that should do. I have a feeling that we're gonna see Selenium performing well
Oh
because
yeah.
obviously there's a huge use case for it. And anytime that happens, that's what you see happen.
Exactly. I'm very curious to see, like, because it's all going to be a race to get that first green print, right? And what the actual,
Oh,
I don't know if
dude.
they've released the templates yet or anything like that. So I'm very curious, who gets number one, what it actually looks like. I think you need 4 green prints, right? In the end,
Yeah.
to eventually craft the full armor in a few
Yeah.
weeks.
Let me show you really quick what I got something I can share with you guys.
Ooh, insider info.
Yeah, maybe is. Let me just unlock my. Speaking of races to get things, check out this bad boy. Let me just log into my.
I saw I was scrolling Atomic Hub and someone made a collection dedicated to and Venom's green undies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, they're just like I don't at least 10. I didn't look at the full thing because it's it's like unverified collection and stuff. But I'm just like, wait a minute, I saw that. A lot of people saw that though. And I think they sell for like 10 wax or something, which a few days ago wouldn't matter, but now that's like, 10 wax is a lot more now.
All right. Check this out. I got the number
Ooh,
one mint.
gotta look at full screen for that.
Oh, the cat green print.
Right?
Um, this is the test net, in case you were wondering how I have this already. But funny story, Pigwig actually had it first, and I traded him. We did a test net trade for it. I sent him a secret NFT that might be coming out from the NFT Gamer TV platform soon. So
Mm,
yeah, I sent him one of those for the number one cat green print test. I don't know. I think it's fun, right? Because they don't have any value, as you can see. Like I have wax, but it's not real wax, and I can just go hit a faucet and get 500 more anytime. If you're not familiar with the test net and you are familiar with like Anchor, and you could create your own account. There is instructions out there, and they're very simple on creating a wax testnet account. And like you can actually see cool stuff like this, like get sneak previews on, you know, on NFTs that are going to be coming out soon, right? Because everybody should be testing on the testnet as far as like big projects. And in fact, if you go to like the Explorer page, like you can usually
see
finds
what's what's new.
like here's the boisterous it looks like. And
Oh yeah, yeah.
so I mean obviously you see a lot of crap, but I've seen some pretty cool stuff in here in the past. Like I know
And sorry, go ahead.
like Bitcoin Origins and other projects. Just a neat place. Like we can see Nova Rally
Oh yeah.
testnet stuff here. Yeah, all very cool stuff. If you would like to learn how to create a testnet account, hit me up, and we should probably do a tutorial for that. I would think, right?
Oh, I can say it's super easy because I just had to create one. Like I created less than a week ago, I think, and yeah, because I had to get something on the test net. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and yeah, and it was super easy to do. Like if you know Anchor, it's easy as pie.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we will definitely do that. All right, moving along. So let me just make sure I'm sharing the right screen here. So what else do we have going on tomorrow, which will be
Uh,
Tuesday, right?
yeah. So WDMY is doing another drop. They're doing John Van Hammersveld, which I'd never heard of. I don't know. Have you ever heard of him
I have
before?
not. They had a free promo drop today, I think. Did you get in on
Right.
that?
No, I missed it. I missed it. But those promo drops don't really excite me too much anymore. I think you can buy one usually for like, like point 0.1 wax or even less these
Yeah,
days.
exactly.
And so yeah, so he was like some old school pop artist. And I did, I looked him up, I Googled him, and the thing he's most famous for is have you ever heard of the movie The Endless Summer?
Oh man, I think
Like the
so.
old surf movie. He's famous for
Yes.
making the poster. Like Surf Bros, they would wear that shirt and stuff like that. With the guy's got like the surfboard on his head and stuff. So he's famous for that. And he used to do album covers for like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and the Beach Boys and stuff. So he's got like a reputation. But it's one of those things. Yeah, there you go. It's one of those things where it's just kind of like it's a generational thing because all this stuff is from like the 60s and the 70s. Like that movie came out a long time ago.
Right. Okay, so this is his artwork here.
Yes,
You're
yeah. So
saying.
yeah, so he did the poster for that movie. And but this stuff is just kind of his art, I guess, which I don't know, like if that guy's, with the glasses there is like a character he created or things like that. So and it's WDNY, so it's credit card only. And they're selling two packs, the big pack and the small pack. The small pack goes for $15, big pack goes for $50. And I don't know if I can be like a big buyer into this, especially with the whole wax, price kind of in flux right now. Like I'm sort of waiting for wax to kind of drop a little bit so we can kind of see where the floor is
Right.
before committing to anything like new or like super heavy or anything like that. So I'm probably gonna pass on this one.
Okay, and that reminds me, dude, we got to do better with this. Is not financial advice. I'm
Oh,
gonna
right,
come
yes.
up
Yeah.
with an intro for that because I'm about to say something that's definitely not financial advice. Just take it how you will. So
Right. I
somebody
kind of
mentioned.
just I can explain what I'm doing.
Right. So I know somebody in our Discord server brought up a really good point, and in fact, I've seen it already. I know that one particular, I guess, whale in the wax. I don't want to say community because that would be indicative of them being inclusive and a valid member, but somebody out in
Yeah, I
wax
know who you're talking
with
about.
withdrew unstaked a significant amount of wax. Uh, and if you know how staking works, it takes 72 hours for you to actually get that back, right? And so we
Right.
got the announcement about like I don't know 8 or 8:30 Central Time PM yesterday. So that means that like even if you moved like immediately to unstake your wax, that we're looking at like maybe like 40 hours from now, something like that. It's 72 hours, so we might see a dip. Like just because that might be a lot of people's mo, like what they did. Like they had a ton of wax staked for this moment where wax doubles and it doubles, and then now they're going to go move it into either another crypto or into
It makes
fiat.
sense.
So I would watch out for that time stamp, which will be like roughly 48 hours from now, 45 hours, something like that. If wax is going to dip, I wouldn't be surprised if that's when it would be.
Yeah, if I had like liquid wax, I would probably
Yeah,
consider
yeah.
doing that. But I you know me, I just as soon as it's in my wallet, man, I'm looking for the next thing to spend it on.
Right. So yeah, like you were saying, so these are going to be a credit card purchase, right? Since they're on
Yeah.
WDNY.
Yep. Yeah,
And
you
what
got
are
it.
we looking at? Like, so is this going to be an opportunity to buy wax cheap, do you think?
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like because we used to do that like on the early WDNY drops. It was a pretty
Yeah,
easy
dude.
fiat in on ramp to kind of get some wax, maybe make like 10-15% pretty easy, just flipping it on the secondary. But I feel like that ship has sailed for this kind of stuff because they WDNY that I think they're doing 2 drops a week now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I think they did 2 last week, and I think I think this week they're only doing one, but they're stepping up their game. They're doing lots of different drops. They got lots of different IPs apparently, and it seems like they're just kind of testing what works and what they have, what's cheap, what's available.
Right. Yeah. So there's nothing about this one really that gets me excited. I'm always in favor of those. Like I have no problem swiping my card for drops, especially for that reason. If they are going to be, even if it's a 1-to-1, like I still have no problem doing it, right? Because I'm
Right.
avoiding the hassle of an exchange and
Yes, yeah.
the fees, and I don't mind having more wax ever. Uh, so I don't know. What more do we know about this drop
Well,
other than it's
the cards are pre-minted, so you don't have to worry about opening it right away. My thing is though, with these pre-minted drops, they're selling over 8,000 packs, and I doubt they'll sell out because that's a lot of cards. So I don't know how the pre-minting works in that situation. Like, if they don't sell out, will they just burn the cards? I know Ultra Comics, like they didn't sell out, but they gifted a bunch of packs to people who cracked packs for them, which was really cool. Like I really appreciated seeing that extra pack in my wallet. I
so
guess
say that again now.
Ultra Comics. So they didn't sell out their comic book packs,
Yeah.
and so they had a bunch left over. So they gifted them to people who bought packs and opened packs. So
Huh.
if I bought a pack and I opened a pack, they gave me one of their extra packs from the sale that didn't sell because a
So
lot
I
of the small
did
packs didn't sell.
I did get a pack today, but I don't think it was from them. And I definitely bought their drop. So I'll have to
Did you
look into
open the
that.
pack?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, because you should have got a green pack, one of the smaller packs.
Maybe I did get it then because the pack that I got was green.
Yeah,
And
that I'm sure that was it.
okay. I just
Check your
thought,
wallet. I can check it out for you later too.
yeah, see, I would have sold it already because I saw it. I didn't know where it came from. And I was like, oh, well, wax is up. I want wax. And I listed it and it
Hmm.
went.
It's
So,
sold.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, big win.
Yeah. All right. John Van Hammersveld. Here he is. There's his picture. Spans 58
Looking
years of
good.
creative genius. Endless Summer documentary. So is this an IVRL drop again, like the Funko ones had been?
Yeah, like you can get some real life things from it, but I don't know if it's, like I don't think if I would buy it just for that.
Do we
Like
know what we get?
I think it's some of that stuff. There's the little tin there and the stickers,
Oh,
like the pins, just small little things. They look like you can get it like the cash register or stuff like that.
neat.
But yeah, they're definitely including some stuff, and like all these WDNY drops that are happening. Like last week, there was the what was it, the spaceman. I actually didn't monitor that drop like I wanted to, but I think it's safe to say it didn't sell out. I don't know, like it's just an educated guess by me. I know one person who bought one actually lucked into, I think, the highest rate, legendary or mythic or whatever. But those were super expensive. These are at least a little bit cheaper, but they're mostly just cards. I don't know if they're gonna have a blending or burning mechanic or anything like that. So they're expanding their game, which is nice to see. I'm hoping for like some bigger IPs to come through, in the near future.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we have a creator in our audience. Blizz Shrey. Someone told me the undies and cartwheel NFTs were mentioned here. Is that?
Oh yeah, dude, what's the name of that collection? I saw it randomly.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's the name of the collection.
Yeah,
Blizz
because it,
Shrey.
it was unverified and stuff. Yeah, I thought about buying one, but I think I was going to bed or something. It gave me nightmares.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Blizz Phoenix. Shout out Blizz Phoenix for your collection.
One in a million.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. What day is
Prospectors.
Prospectors?
So that's on Wednesday. They're doing
Wednesday.
their Yeah. So they did their whitelist sales before, so now they're coming up to the public sale. And I still don't have the full data on how many land plots were left over, but they're going to have at least 1,900 available for the open sale. Part of me assumes that all the lands sell out because the land rush. Like people see land and they buy as quickly as they can. But they did it only in their native token PGL, so you had to buy it in PGL. You had to be a top player of the game itself, which is why I wasn't whitelisted because I tried playing the game once or twice, but it's a hard game to pick up, prospectors. It's very it's a complicated game, but I know people who are fans of it. They're like, oh yeah, if you give it the time of day and you learn how it actually works, there's a lot of fun to be had there.
So yeah, I can say that my experience with prospectors sounds just like yours. I have an account. I know that they're pretty open about their anti-multi accounting, which is great. That's pretty upfront for you. I am a PGL holder. I think I have 2,000, which I'm
Oh,
not
nice.
sure if that's a lot or a little.
I
But
think
I
it's a
haven't.
lot.
Is it? Yeah, I haven't been playing. I've held that for a while. I am a landowner. I did get, I think, 3 in the last drop. I think I maybe got 2 from the drop and bought 1 secondary. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think I got one from the drop and one on secondary. I think I got two.
So it looks like there's almost 10,000 max on the template, and
Right. Yep.
about half of that, or not really half, a little less than half, minted out. So 4,000 of them. So they're not doing the rest of this, right? They're only
Uh,
doing.
I don't. Well, the last drop, I think it was 2,500. So maybe it didn't sell out. Maybe they were doing 2,500 for that, and maybe 2,500 for the original, and then they had 1,900. So that's adds up to, let's say, six, which kind of gets you to that number. I'm kind of just ballparking stuff here, but I doubt they sell all of them. Obviously. But that
Yeah.
map, if you look on the details on the article, that the map is kind of ready to go.
Yes. Where did you want me to go? I'm sorry.
Keep going down. I think they had the map itself, or maybe it was a different one. This might just be the sales detail. But they had the little map with the square, and like there was like the 90% of
Oh,
being sold,
right,
and then the
right,
ten
right.
percent was like reserved for beginners and maybe like the foundation or whatever, just to help new people progress in the game.
So, and this is tomorrow. What is the floor on these right now?
That's a good question too, because those were pretty expensive.
158.99 and
I'm trying to remember the drop price. It was either 100 or 150 bucks. I'm gonna assume it was 150. Oh wow, look at that nice little drop at the end. Someone's been buying.
yeah. So I honestly I think this is just an error with how the data is. Let's see. So that's $79 and uh wax 788 wax.
Right, it's just the way the wax price fluctuated.
Right, which it
Yeah, that
was
makes
what
perfect sense.
like 0.18, so 141, and yeah, so that's
Roughly the
well, no,
same.
it did account for it, I guess, right? Yeah, that's weird. I guess it does account for it. Yeah, this one is way off.
Yeah.
430 wax. That's like half the price. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and it
they're
looked like
taking a
someone did
dip.
a lot of buying too.
Yeah, I wonder if this has to do with the sale coming up. I mean, that makes me want to, if I was going to move them now before the market floods.
Right. And because it's a public drop, so like the chances of it selling out are a lot higher than the whitelist drop.
Right, and it looks like there was 2 packs per, right?
Oh, was there? I think it was one. Usually they've only done one pack per account.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
August
what it is.
20. Okay, so that's the last one. The last one was 2 packs per person.
Right.
This one, oh, that's why the price dipped right there
Mm,
because of this sale.
right. Yeah, that makes
Ye-
sense.
Yeah, and then this one is gonna drop it even more, I think, right?
Well, this one at least has a cooldown, so it's every 10 minutes. So there's gonna be some whales just whaling in every 10
And look
minutes.
at this, dude. They are gonna sell the rest
Oh,
of
wow,
them.
okay, yeah. Look at that. I skipped over that part. Yeah, so they're just gonna leave it open. I think it's they said they had a time. I thought it was like a week or something, but maybe I'm thinking something else because I've read about so many drops, so I can get it twisted pretty easily.
Yeah, and wow, this is damn. This makes me want to fire sale my plots.
Yeah. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
Because if they're gonna leave that drop open, the price of PGL will likely spike, which I guess is good, but their price in wax is gonna plummet.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and our audience member Ben Ham won. The oldest wax sale was $150, which is about 1,000 wax at the time. So cool. They're maybe $10, I guess, under than what they were before. The last sale was like I think 140, 147, and then this one dipped pretty significantly. So
Yeah.
that says the median though. So that might have been like a pricing error that's
Well, there
bringing
is
that way.
one that was two wax up there, so maybe that kind of, someone mispriced a couple and it just skewed it all the way down. Because
Yeah,
that's
well,
looking normal, right? That's kind of what we're used to seeing.
yeah, 438, 430. Yeah, so somebody must have did. You said there was a 2 wax one.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe
Ouch.
they just messed. Yeah. Oh my goodness, messed up the decimal or something. Oh, there's some 70s, 80s. Oh, but it's still the same price in wax. Like they're all 400, 450, 400. That one's 350. That one's pretty cheap.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know how I feel about this, but if they're going to be dropping, if they're leaving this open until they sell 5,000 lands, or no, they're only going to do the rest of these, right?
I would imagine, yeah, they might save, reserve a few like most collections do, but for the most part, I'm expecting the meat of that, difference between 4,000 to 9,000 is going to get posted up for sale.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to know. I'm going to circle back to that. How many of this max number can we expect? So we'll know that when we see the drop numbers, right?
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll
Once
know
we
for
get the
sure
full
how many.
details.
But I would assume that these lands are going to drop in price after this public sale, and the fact that there hasn't been much going. Like I know I bought mine back in, I don't know, it was forever ago, right?
I know, yeah, so long ago.
And we still haven't even been able to open them.
Nope.
So that just doesn't inspire confidence in their. Like I know they're going to be valuable, right? Because it's land on a blockchain game, and they always are, especially if
Right.
they have passive yields.
You got it.
But I'm not super confident that these are going to be valuable anytime soon. So
Yeah, that's a long game for sure. Which I don't mind playing. Like you know me, I'm
right,
polar. But honestly, this sale, I don't think I have the wax for it either. Like I'm the big thing I'm saving up for is, and we'll go a little more into depth to this, is the Nifty Block sale coming up in a week.
right. Oh, so that's not this one, but we moved
No, no,
on
that's a
from
little further
prospect.
down. Yeah, we'll touch on that later. So the next one coming up would be the Errata Digital though, and that's on also on Wednesday.
Yeah, so I have a lot of errata digital. What about you?
I don't have too much. I haven't really been buying the drops too much. Usually with those Wax Arena stuff, I kind of just buy what I need on secondary. I feel like the drops aren't worth it because it was 26 bucks and you get 22 cards. And I don't know how much it actually pamps up your Wax Arena score if it's,
Right.
worth it, unless you like hit on those, big mythic cards or something.
Yeah, I've done a lot of blending, and I think I got kind of lucky on some of the packs with like the higher rarities, and I believe I blended up to one of like these more expensive ones. I think.
Nice.
What are these going for on Atomic Hub? Let me look. No, this wasn't them. I might be thinking of something else.
I know I have a couple of those red ones as well. I think that's the highest rarity, if I'm not mistaken. I think they might have like a higher one, but that's the highest one you can blend to and realistically attain. And but I got that because I was actually a day one collector of a rat.
Oh,
I got
really?
a samurai token that's stakes for like 500 power points on Wax Arena.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you know me, like I'm always, on something new. It says it has membership on it, I buy it, it's 10 wax, 100 wax, whatever. And it usually pays dividends. Like I'm riding those coattails pretty far.
Ah, this is the one that I have.
Oh, nice.
I knew it was one of them that had a high. Yeah, this is what I don't know if it's Amida that I have specifically, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's real. 'Cause there's those templates are they don't have a lot, like 15,
no,
22, those are small.
right, yeah, and you blend this one to get one of these, which is random, which is pretty cool. Um, I don't know that I've seen that before. A 1-to-1 blend of um, six, I guess, varieties. Like so, these are like almost like variants of.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty
Nifty
neat.
blocks, man. They're coming out with all these new tools. It's
Yeah,
like a blank slate to try new things.
yeah, absolutely. Which
And
yeah, I'm super excited to talk about Nefty. I'm like chomping at the bit. Like, let's get to it. But
Well, just before we go, they've done Arata's done a few drops before, so I can, it's the drop details aren't out, but the last drops were both $26, and they give you 22 cards, and
uh-huh.
most of those cards you could end up blending your way up, like we're talking about, so you can increase your power points and stuff like pretty easily. And the average power points a pack for the previous drops was
Okay.
213.
All right. So
213
yeah,
power
that's good
points.
info.
Yeah, that's kind of what everyone's gonna want. Because let's be real, most people buy these cards for the wax arena aspect.
So you said that was 213 PP average.
Yeah, yeah. If you look on
I
the
could put
drops,
PP again. 213 PP average PP, right?
yeah,
Yeah. 213 PowerPoint average per pack last time. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that's where we land this time. Do you know a wax to PP ratio? Like, you know how they used to do it with, I guess they still do, like ether to wax. They would kind of figure out like, you know, per one wax, how much ether per hour staking you got, and like what that value was. At one point, I think he got as high as like 1 to 3, something like that.
yeah, yeah. I would have looked at that probably early in Wax Arena, but the way they're so aggressive, they do a lot of drops, and they're always recruiting new projects. It kind of seemed kind of fruitless, just because things are always changing. Like my PP rises, and like I don't even phrasing, boom, and I don't even like do much to it. Like everything I do with Wax Arena is kind of passive and secondary. So the number increases just kind of naturally for me, which I prefer to go about those things. Like back when Aether was pumping, I know a lot of people just bought rigs and elements and things just to pump up their Aether per hour. I was never really about that. I just kind of bought the collections, and all that staking stuff was kind of secondary.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I don't know that we would be able to. Well, let me just really quickly just sort something and see.
You gonna try and give it a shot?
Yeah, like I just because I have a couple of, I guess, higher. Like I have an immortal. Uh,
The token? Or oh no, you have the
yeah,
samurai.
yeah. Here, let me share my other screen here. So this guy here, what collection is this from? This Andromeda helmet. This is
That would have been that's from the Wax Arena collection itself. It's a card from Luminaya, but that one was under the Wax
gotcha.
Arena game collection,
All right, and so then this is the one that I was talking about, right? The Rada Digital
right?
Shoki Immortal, right?
Wow, those are some big numbers, man.
Right. And so this was selling, I think, for like 438 wax, something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. The cheapest one. There was only a couple though, obviously.
Yeah. And so what would that math be?
It was 1,600, and then it was selling for 400 wax, right? So it'd be four,
Four
give or
to
take.
one, roughly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
roughly.
sounds about right.
But that's also like that's a good card. So
Yeah, so these
maybe
prices
the
are
lesser cards.
ridiculous
Yeah, so like the lesser cards, I'm sure they're probably that number is much more, reasonable, much more
because it's going
manageable.
to stake for the same amount, right? And so, like, which that's really odd. There's this one is, well, no, I guess this has the most.
Yeah, it's that crafting thing. I guess it's all random, right? Like you would think it would kind of even out, but that proves that
Right.
system that you set up, it's mostly random. Because that one I saw it only had 8 templates made.
Right. Yeah. That's the one that I should go on Atomic Hub and see, like, ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah,
6,000
only one
wax.
for sale. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. So awesome. All right. Are you participating in this drop on
Um,
Wednesday?
Probably not. I'm probably not, and it's not for super lack of interest. It's just I'm trying to conserve my wax for something that's coming up. It's not even on the schedule this week, but early next week. Nefty blocks, man. I gotta pinch every penny for that one.
Yeah, man. So this is I didn't realize this was coming up. This was one of my first drops, Larry, and I'm certain that you put me onto it, if I remember correctly. And
uh, yeah.
yeah, I distinctly remember this, and I remember you telling me to buy a bunch of packs and to hold them, which I did. And It was definitely a smart thing to do at the time. I don't think I have any anymore, but I know that that was a like a 10x move that I made on your advice back, like, dude, like almost a year now, right?
It's crazy to think, right? It's been that long. Like, has it actually been that
Like
long?
8 months, I think, at least since the last Dead Mouse drop.
Yeah, and I remember because that was like our first kind of fiat on-ramp sale. Because even
Yeah,
I was like, I'm not a flipper at all, but
right.
that was like you could fiat in, get the dead mouse pack, and then you could flip it for like double on Atomic Hub, like
Yeah.
within like
Hmm.
30 seconds, and then you would just rinse and repeat. And then you have wax, and it's a
Right.
perfect on-ramp. And I still have some dead mouse packs. I haven't opened
Oh,
them.
you do?
Yeah, oh yeah,
The first series?
they're buried in my vault wallet.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't know when I sold my last one, but I did. And yeah, I guess you're right. It was a credit card on it, and I remember that because yeah, that's I think that might have been one of like my first significant like wax bags was
Yep.
from the Dead Mouse drop.
Same here, same here. And it's just, I don't know, it's crazy to think how far we've come since then, right?
Right. So what do we think of series two?
Well, we remember Series 1. Like, to be perfectly honest, Series 1 was kind of a mixed bag at the start because a lot of people bought them. And I think once they realized that they were able to flip, I think a lot of the flippers got involved. But
Oh
then
yeah.
they were left holding the bag, because the sale was open for a little while. And you know how these things work. It's kind of like lightning in a bottle. You got to strike, otherwise you're left holding the bag.
Right.
And so part of me is worried about that. But Dead Mouse, the Series 1, it's been around for so long, so they've had the roller coaster. But now, if you look at the packs, like they're super expensive now. I'm always leery about musician NFTs because most of them have flopped. Like, let's just be real, most of them have not done too well. But I feel like Dead Mouse is probably the strongest brand. But that I'll save that for because we have what's coming up next, and I don't know too much about the next band coming up next. But I feel like Dead Mouse, it's the right generation. That I think that's the best way to put it for the collectors of what
The
we're doing.
demographic of eight.
Exactly,
Yeah. Okay. So listen,
demographic.
these standard packs are selling for $66, and I know we did not pay $66 for these.
Nope, $10.
Yeah. So there's still, yeah. So it was still a solid investment back then. I wonder when the last time one of these sold, though.
Well, I mean, Series 2 might bring some hype back to Series 1.
Yeah, it sure would.
And yeah, it looks like there's been some solid buying. Look like a couple sales a day, some spikes every now and then.
Yeah. Like this is to be expected, weak lapse there.
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, the
CD.
drop was 8 months ago. So
Right, right. I wonder if we can find that out. I would imagine that it should be pretty easy looking at one of these details, right? Can I just go over here to
yeah, go ahead and click logs.
logs?
There you go.
Yeah, dude. 8 months
December.
almost to the day, right? 8 months in like a week, right? Eight
Oh yeah,
months.
yeah, yeah. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I know better
Yeah.
now.
And so here we are with series two. They're doing the same price point again, $9.95. And then they're doing the mega packs again, which I think they did do that last time also,
Yep,
if I'm not
yep.
mistaken.
Yeah, because I remember they were sold out when I tried to buy. Because I didn't even like I wasn't there the first minute for these sales. I was kind of like 50-50, but then we all kind of saw the opportunity, so you kind of had nothing to lose. With wax pumping and everything that's going on right now, it's not as cut and dry like it was back then.
Right.
But I'm cautiously optimistic about Dead Mouse. I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah. So here, take a look at this last line here, which caught my attention was the word utility, the very last word there. So it says on top of that, a small handful of ultra rare cards have been thrown into Series 2. And it's not just a name, these ultra rare. So are they talking about the brand ultra rare?
No, they are not, because I
Okay.
remember the first drop they said the same thing, and I'm like, whoa, they got partnership with Ultra Rare. They're gonna do
Okay.
Dead Mouse Zombies.
Okay. And so if you're lucky enough to pull one of them, it's bragging rights galore because you'll have scored tickets to a live Dead Mouse show for for you and your closest friend. Wow.
So that'd be cool, right? Winning some Dead Mouse tickets.
Yeah. They're not giving us numbers on this. I wonder. I
No,
mean,
I haven't looked at the templates for it either. I would imagine those ticket ones are super rare though. Like even if they have created the templates yet, like there's probably only like what do you like 10 of them tops.
right? Yeah. All right. Are you going to participate in this drop?
I'm kind of 50-50 as of now. I got my Series 1 stuff, so I'm kind of, I'm kind of set for the Dead Mouse in my opinion. Plus, like, I'm not the super biggest Dead Mouse fan. I know of them, and I know they're super popular and stuff like that. So, I try like lately. Before when I was Aether Rich, I could kind of jump into these things at will and just kind of see where it goes. But now I'm trying to be a little more selective about what I do with my stuff.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the data here that you got set up. So it's 4 p.m. on Thursday, 10 cards for $10, 30 cards for $30. So no discount really on the larger pack. I wonder if the rarities are
I
gonna
think yeah, if I remember right, they skewed the rarities a little bit for the bigger packs.
yeah, and then expect a credit card purchase like last time. Art style's the same, just updated border colors.
Yeah, which isn't exactly,
Yeah, it's like a yeah,
I want a little bit more.
yeah. And then yeah, what you said about the music NFTs, like the Weezer collection.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. It's all depends on the IP. There's that Katy Perry thing that Badger keeps talking about coming to Megadeth.
Right.
Like maybe that could be the one that kind of leads the way. I don't know. Music NFTs, like I feel like if you're doing a music NFT, just do like an album with like some artwork kind of connected to the album and the music itself. This kind of fan art is it's I don't think it's the right way to go about it personally, but at least they're getting there. This is like kind of day one stuff. They're just getting started.
So Tall James is asking if there's a drop link for the Dead Mouse drop, and I didn't see one in your notes.
No, not yet.
So here is the main site, and we'll go ahead and post that up there. No drop link yet. So it's rares.io/Dead Mouse Series 2. So speaking of music NFTs, right, or music band NFTs, we
Yeah,
have another one.
Megadeth. I don't know too much about Megadeth. I'm not like a metal guy or anything. Like don't get I like Metallica and some other stuff like that, but it's more kind of the popular stuff. Do you listen to like thrash metal like Megadeth?
I do not. At one point, so this is definitely my demographic. I'm 43, and it's weird that they're targeting this audience. I guess it makes sense. I'm sure somebody has done some research somewhere that says let's target 30 to 45 or 25 to 55 or whatever range that they're aiming for. But yeah, Megadeth and Metallica would have definitely been my age group and maybe a little bit older also, because I remember as a young boy seeing Megadeth on cassette tape.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're talking like early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah.
What do we know
Um,
about this drop?
Well, they're just getting started, and I don't know if they're doing it through WDMY or anything like that, but it's going to be a credit card purchase again, and the artwork actually looks pretty sick. If you're into that metal skeleton stuff, it actually looks really good. There's very good detail and stuff, and from what I learned about the Megadeth fan base, they're kind of into that art stuff, so they kind of have a lot of art to kind of pull from to make these NFTs with.
Yeah, I've seen, to be honest with you, this looks very NFT art to me. Like most of
Yeah,
it that I think we see out there is that this kind of art, right?
it fits perfectly, man. Like with what they're doing.
Yeah. So what do we know about these packs here? It looks like there's 15 card packs and 5 card
Yeah,
packs.
there's two packs. So there's the big pack, and it's actually got 30 cards in it, and but that one's it's $125. It's pretty expensive. And then there's the base card pack where you get 5 cards for $10. And they're also doing a special sale. They have their fan group. It's called the Cyber Army. So if you are part of their Cyber Army, you get to participate in the sale, the pre-sale a day before on August 26th. And if you are super interested, then a digital membership to the Cyber Armor is only 20 bucks. So you can like guarantee your pack. And part of me expects these to kind of sell out. Like I don't know, like I don't know why. I can't explain it. They didn't dilute the market. There's only so few packs. There's only 1,500 big packs and 2,500 small packs. So it's not like they're just jumping in trying to make money hand over fist, issuing like 5,000 and 10,000 packs. So
Right.
there is real potential for this to sell out. It's just I don't know how thirsty the fan base is, but if they have like their cyber army already, I feel like that's a good sign for how they will progress into NFTs.
Yeah. So you know what's weird, Larry? You said I misspoke and said 15. You corrected me and said 30, and then it
Right.
does say 30 here.
Yeah.
So why does it say 15 there? Because this is 5 and 5.
Yeah, so that's what you get in the pack. So you get the 15 of the craftable cards, you get the 10 collector cards because there's three different rarities, and then you get the four rare cards. And then on top of that, you get the special challenge card and then the challenge coin, which apparently there's like Megadeth coin collectors. It's like a
Yeah.
skin.
So this is something very interesting because I don't know if I should show the coins are definitely something that are probably going to catch on here. I would think the idea of doing physical coins and as representative by an NFT, I think is a pretty brilliant idea.
Yeah, I agree. I know someone who kind of touched on wanting to do a collection like that back in the day.
Yeah, yeah, and I can maybe see something like that, or I don't know, maybe something like a wax coin like that. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm glad to see that that this is being introduced here. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and so like you say, the potential is there, and I'm more optimistic about this one selling out the dead mouse just because the pack numbers are lower. I don't know how rabid each fan base is, but at least this is more like the demographic is skewing more towards the right age for NFT collectors.
Right? Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I might jump on this also on the big pack. I think it might be worth holding on to.
Well, for me, the most alluring thing would be that coin. Like if they only make 1,500 of those coins, like that could be
Yeah.
pretty cool memento just kind of to keep.
Right. Yeah. Agreed. And you're right. 1,500 is nothing. So where does this drop at? Is this on?
I don't know exactly where it is. I just know it's credit card and it's involved with wax. So maybe WDNY again, like that would make the most sense. But
Right.
if
So
they
then it
have
would be
this,
two this week, right?
yeah, yeah. So I don't know if there's another outside party who can do that yet, or I'm sure there's whole sorts of legalities
Yeah.
involved with that.
Yeah. That's interesting. I would guess that it probably is WDNY. We'll post it up in our Discord once we find it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that we did the show. I think I might try to grab one of those large packs. I think that might
Maybe
be a decent grab.
I never knew you were a Megadeth guy.
I'm not. I'm
You are
definitely not.
now.
I can't name a single song. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, I can. Uh, Wait 1 second. Symphony of Destruction is my favorite Megadeth song.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, real poison saving
Poison's
me
a
there.
man.
Like he settles. There we go. Poison's ironically the one with a hair metal band name is into hair metal.
Who would have known?
All right, here we go into the good stuff. This
Yeah,
is all
this is
good
what
stuff. This is
we've
extra
all been
good.
waiting for. So,
So
the Nifty Pioneer Pass. So this is the first of it's going to be several Pioneer Passes, and this is going to go be key with the Nifty Blocks drop that's coming up at the end of the month. So the Nifty Blocks Pioneer Passes they go on sale on Friday, and we don't know the cost yet, but that's okay because that's something I'm planning to go in. pretty
This
heavy.
isn't it here. This is not it here. I'm just on
It's
the
no,
Alpaca
that's
Worlds.
no, that's the Apaca Worlds drop that's live right now.
Ah,
So
gotcha.
Nifty Blocks. I mean, I guess there's some people who aren't familiar with Nifty Blocks yet. It's kind of like Atomic Hub's biggest rival. That they're creating a new platform where you can create and buy and sell and basically do all the same things. They're just skewing it towards the creators themselves because a lot of independent creators are kind of they have trouble, keeping up with the big money, the big budget collections. And so Nifty Blocks, they're doing their best to kind of support them as best they can.
Yeah, if you haven't read, I should have had this ready. If you haven't read the white paper, which I can, yeah, I have it in my history. Let me
Yeah, I've read
post
that a
this
few
up.
times too.
Yeah. So neftyblocks.com/white paper. I would encourage you to go check it out because they're doing a lot of cool stuff in the future, coming out with the token, all kinds of bonuses for creators on their platform, and I'm pumped for it. I'm definitely bullish on Nifty Blocks. I have an acquaintance. I don't know if that's the right word. Juan, one of the founders, and I have spoken a few times in Telegram, and he's an awesome dude, and just very excited for everything that they're doing, and would love to see this succeed.
Yeah, every time I've seen Juan, he's always super passionate and like he seems super genuine and nice. Like he genuinely just wants to help these creators just kind of bring their art out as best they can.
Yeah, we're gonna get him on the show at some point. I
Oh
might go
yeah,
ping
let's
him
do it.
after this is done and ask him if he'll come on for us, do a little interview to talk about this. This might be the best week to do it, right? What do we
Yeah, for
know
sure.
about this drop? It's on Friday at 1800 UTC, right?
Yep, yep. And we don't know the cost yet. But like I said, it's okay for me. It's not that I made a money, but I'm planning to have wax ready for this one.
So it's gonna be partnered with multiple projects, right?
Right.
So
So a lot of the bigger creators that use Nifty Blocks, they're going to be able to hand out Pioneer passes as well. So if you miss one at this Alpaca World sale, it's not a problem. You don't have to rush to secondary 5 minutes after the sale because your wax wallet hung or anything like that. You can just be patient, and a lot of the bigger collections that you know and love that use Nifty Blocks, they will be sending out, selling or sending out or giving away Pioneer passes to their members.
right, and so this is gonna be it's crazy that I guess in this episode here, I've seen now two things that have been just discussed in the community as ideas of new things that can be done, and this one looks like it's another one of those. It's a cross collection pack,
Yep.
right? And
So
so
that
you're got
Yeah, yeah. That's the big pack. Sorry, that's the big pack that's coming out a week from now. So the cross collection pack is going to be filled with big creators, that use Nifty Blocks, and you could have. I think they have 3 or 4 different collections that are putting all their, they're making an asset each, and then they're distributing it through those packs. And those packs are how you're going to get the Nifty token. So if you don't have any Nifty token now, and you read that white paper, and you want to get
yeah,
some this is your best shot coming up next week.
right. And you know what? Uh, I'm gonna grab some of these later. Drop these in our Discord, I think. So I accidentally went over one too many tabs, and one of our fans in the audience said, "Oh man, was that a Mooney?" And it was. Now, am I on the right page here? I don't think I am, right? Because we wanted to be on,
The template one.
yeah, the secret one that you were showing me. I think I lost
Yeah,
it.
well, it's not much of a secret, but if you just go to the Atomic Hub Moody's page, it's one of the first templates that was just created. But that leads us into Friday, later in the evening at 2200 UTC. Creek's back, Generation 4, baby, let's go. I'm a huge Creek fan. I love my crypto Moonies. He's probably the most successful independent creator in the wax space. I mean, there might be others, but he's the most successful I know of off the top of my head.
Oh, sweet. Here it is, right?
Yeah, so that's the Nifty Blocks Mooney. Those are the templates. So he made those just for Nifty Blocks.
Yeah.
And uh,
Cool.
and a new thing with those is there's actually different rarities. Before he used to just do one rarity, and he would occasionally do the collector's edition, but he hasn't done that in a while. But there's three different rarities of this Nifty Blocks movie.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty cool looking.
But that is not the one that's on sale on Friday. On Friday, it's a different one. I think if it's memory serves Solana, it's a Solana Mooney, and it comes out, yeah, Friday in the evening. And yeah, so and it's 60 wax. The thing with Creek, which is it's amazing, is he's pegged his Moonies to 60 wax since like day one. So
Uh,
so his big thing was, keeping it the same price in wax. So now that wax is pumped, like the people have been getting after me, like, oh, are you gonna lower the prices? Like, why would I do that? I like it's 60 wax is 60 wax. Like, let's go. And that's just because he's a believer in the ecosystem itself. It's not, he doesn't peg it to US dollars.
yeah, dude, that's super cool. So it was Friday. We're getting 2 Fridays in a row. He drops every week though, right?
He took a little time off between
Okay,
Generation 3, and this is the first one in Generation 4. So I think he took
cool.
a couple weeks to
So
maybe a
what
month.
is 60 wax right now? 18 bucks, something like that. 24
Yeah,
bucks.
I think it was, yeah, it was around 20, give or take.
Yeah. And then what do we know on the numbers?
So this was last generation. He did, I think the max was 210 of the template. I don't know if he's gonna pump more out. Like he's usually been very slow and methodical, so he might just slowly, maybe 230, 240. But I don't know. We won't know until the drop link is live and the template's ready.
Yeah, and Tall James mentioned he definitely did. So it's funny that we're talking about Solana. He did reach out to me and ask me if I knew anything about Solana or Solana Debs, and that was the first time I had heard that word. Surprisingly, I went and looked at it, and from what Tall James has told me, it's very interesting, and it's going to be something. I mean, I already have it on my to-do list to do some research on. Um, Pretty cool, man. You might see a new category pop up in the NFT Gamer TV Discord.
I
You
think
know,
Solana itself is top 10 market cap now. It was on CoinGecko, I think, number 10.
yeah, yeah. Tall James, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were saying like they're moving into NFTs now, right?
Man,
And
crazy.
yeah,
More research.
yeah, for sure. And then we have one more thing on Friday, right?
Yep, Friday, busy day always. Cogs coming out with their Bad Days collab. So if you don't know about Bad Days, they kind of spoof Marvel characters and like Superman on his day off where he has to do the laundry or something monotonous, some silly thing like that. And yeah, so they partnered up with Cogs and they're coming up with their special drop.
Wow. So what are the prices on these?
25 bucks for the small one and 250 for the big one. Actually, when I looked at the research that loaded the website, that 250 wasn't there. Maybe it didn't load for me, but I only had the small pack price. So that's actually news to me, the 250 bucks.
Let me look at your notes here on this. So it's Friday at 12 a.m. UTC,
Yep.
which I think is like 6 or 7 p.m. Central. 12 cog pack for 25. That's pricey, no?
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. And I don't know, so like cogs are kind of tricky because they've kind of done a roller coaster as well. I think their season one was kind of a little because obviously they're just getting started. And then season two, they issued like millions of cogs. Like there's for the templates alone there might be like 300 just for a specific color of the border. And meanwhile, there's like 50 different border colors. But series three, they kind of toned it down a little bit.
Okay, yeah, because I remember one of like and I think Travis will remember this. There was a drop that was open like for a really long time,
Yeah,
and it was kind of like a hidden, like it wasn't hidden, it was wide open for anybody to find it, but you can go and buy a cogs pack, and this was like at like the our planet like peak, and
right.
so they were stakeable, And for that reason, I guess you could buy them for like, let's say, I think it was like 25 wax, and you could turn around and immediately sell them for like 35 to 40 wax. And it was just a wax printing machine because it was ridiculous. I wish I had that drop link. I think had it. I was using it so often. I saved it in my bookmarks tab. I would just always go back to it, buy, 8, 10 packs, list them, and then they would sell, and just go back and repeat.
Yeah,
So I'm
the
hoping that
booster
it's not.
packs.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not like that, because I think at the end it was like 50,000 packs had
Oh, it was
sold.
those were tons. I remember because you told me about it, and you're like, "This can't be real. Like this doesn't make sense. Like it's free money." And yeah, but this one says it's only available for 24 hours. So I'm hopeful. Plus, it's like a special collab edition, so it's not like their regular series or booster packs.
But
So
it is unlimited for 24.
yes, as far as I know, yes.
Oof.
So we'll see how many people rush in for those.
There,
Plus, Bad Days. I actually bought some Bad Days NFTs before I kind of knew what it was, because I kind of had. I told you about my kind of wax rule: a top 10 mint for under 10 wax, and if it's like a double verified collection, usually I'll try to buy it as best I can because you can kind of
uh-huh.
minimize risk on both levels at that price because the mint you can usually either sell the mint or the NFT itself is usually valuable because it's double verified.
Right.
And so I ended up with some Bad Days, and then on the news of this collab happening, which was a while ago, I think it was over a month ago. Those actually pumped back up, so that was kind of an added bonus for myself. But Bad Days they're super popular apparently. They got like 50 million YouTube views, I think, and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
So the
So I
potential's
noticed it
there.
says there's no foil variants. What does that mean for collectors?
That if you look at that screen there, the rainbow, kind of the rainbow covering, that's foil. So they have like the same cog, but then the foil rarity is just with that. It's just much more rare than the regular cog.
Okay.
And with the new series, it's kind of that shiny one as well.
Right. All right. Are you buying this drop?
I'm gonna try to buy that one, yeah. Even if it's just like a $25 pack, just kind of to have and see where it goes. And I'll definitely crack it. I don't intend to flip it or anything like that. But Cogs, they're kind of an NFT OG in the wax space. Bad Days has been around a while as too. Surprising as is to say. So they're two kind of solid projects working together.
Right. And the fact that it's unlimited for 24 hours means you're guaranteed, right?
Yeah. Well, as far as I know, they might have a cap. I think it was unlimited though,
Yeah.
because most Cog drops are.
So you get 10 packs plus 3 Bad Days topper. What's a topper?
Topper was a Series 3 thing they added. I think it's like a slammer.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not. It's something different. Yeah, because the slammer is on there. I don't remember exactly what a topper is because I the last Series 3 I kind of just I didn't even buy packs actually because I remember I was so kind of out of it at the time, and I was turned off by Series 2 how they just over minted like crazy.
Right.
But Series 3 is actually they kind of corrected a lot of that. So there's a little bit of regret for me actually on that part.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to learn what a topper is, because apparently that's the difference between 10 individual small packs and one large pack. Bad Days box. You get 3 of those with them. So cool. All right, man. Is that the end? Is that all we got there, or
Uh,
is there Saturday? Yeah, there has to be
there's
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah, yeah. So one of the last things of the week, the Trains of the Century, they're finally doing their public sale. So last week was the white sale drop. We went into it in great detail. They're doing the exact same thing this week. It's just for the public, so you don't have to worry about getting a ticket or anything like that. You're free to go.
Right. And did you participate in the last rail cart? And how did you do? Oh, yeah. You know
Uh,
what? We had Badger on the stream, and he did incredible.
Dude, Badger like breaking records that stream, man. Like I heard about it
Yeah.
across the Atlantic.
Yeah. So this is the public sale, so you don't need the whitelist ticket. which I guess that's a good question that somebody asked. I didn't have the answer to. The ticket. So I did have the whitelist ticket. In fact, I bought one on the secondary market. What are they good for anything now?
As far as I know, no. Like that was kind of the one-time deal. But I know that the creators, they're big on rewarding hodlers and people who've been with them for a while. So who knows? Maybe they'll give you a bonus or something like that. Don't quote me on any of this, but they're just
Right.
they look after their people.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I'm good. I didn't plan on selling it. Somebody told me that there was a bot that was buying everything like 50 wax and under. So like if you listed it, it immediately get bought up. Um, so that tells me that somebody at least thinks something that they have some worth, right?
Right, right.
Um, I'd be curious to see if that bot was still running right now because 50 wax is a lot different than
Oh, that's so true, eh?
yeah, I'm gonna get caught forgetting to leave your sales bot buying.
I would feel so bad for that bot.
So we got 3 cards for 22.50. You did
Yep.
the math, I'm guessing, because this is a
Well,
wax drop, right?
it is a wax drop, yeah.
Okay,
Yep. And then yeah, the big pack for 67.50 for 9 cards.
but it's
And
just pegged to USD, is what you're saying.
that's right, exactly.
Okay,
And so it will fluctuate with the wax price, which is actually good in this case.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, so the issuance is the same. They're doing over 1,700 small packs and over 570 big packs. So everything is mirrored from the whitelist sale. And if you do get some of these rail cars, you can stake them on the platform. It's not the staking is not permanent. It's just so they can distribute their toasting token to people who are early adopters, and so you can stake it right away. Or I remember last week you had some you needed to stake, so you
right,
should double
yeah,
check again.
yeah. And this is where you would go. We go to stake.trains.cards, which I've noticed that they've been doing some work on their website.
Yep,
And
and
they
that's
actually link to it now. You couldn't you'd have to know the link before, but now I believe if you go to trains.cards, it actually links to it in the menu.
yeah,
Yeah, this wasn't
you
here
would
before.
definitely notice stuff like that. But even I notice it too, and I don't have the dev background.
Right. Yeah. So that's great. I am noticing though that you can't navigate in and out of, like, you lose your session with your Wax login, which is super annoying. Um, so I don't know. I guess Train of the Century guys, if you're listening, hit me up if you need a assist with that, because
I'm sure
you
they got a big to-do list.
right. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like if you navigate from like one staking area, like you should be able to leave and go to the next one without having to log in every time. It's something that I noticed. Like it's not saving the session, and it's whatever. But cool, man. I don't know if I need any more. I have somewhat of a conundrum that I'm in, right? So I got in late to the trains, so I only have 30 trains, and I know that they're maintaining the 1-1-1 ratio for like the foreseeable future, right?
Right, yeah, just as the beta testing and stuff is for sure. It's I probably not till next year at the earliest, and even then, that's just kind of me ballparking.
Yeah, and so look, Poison's asking. You guys mentioned that you can peg your sales to USD now, so the wax prices adjust dynamically. That's correct.
Yeah, you could always do that actually, as far as on Atomica.
Yeah. Oh, Mount Doomy says you can click back and won't have to relog in. Not the browser back button, though. Okay, I'll have to get with Mount Doomy after this to
Oh
see what
yeah,
he said.
that's right. The back button. If you go, if you go through that login process, they added that back button at the top left corner, if I'm not mistaken. If you go to the freight yard or something.
Ah, okay,
So
cool.
it's instead of freezing the session, it just kind of keeps it moving forward.
All right, I'm just fielding some questions here before we close this out with our last one. So, Lax all day. You guys checked out the blockchain bikers NFT. My favorite
No.
two NFTs come out this week have been the Mad Banana Union and the Blockchain Bikers. Do you know anything about that, Larry?
If I'm not mistaken, Mad Banana Union was generative on ETH. I could be mistaken, but yeah, I gave it a quick look. But NFTs, I'm still kind of, it's hard to get past the fees, basically. Long story short.
Yeah, and I noticed this today, at least comic, and I think it's a good thing. But I was super annoyed to find out hours later that I had listed my NFTs for USD, and they had been up that whole time. That's a big difference if I'm listing something for 30, and vice versa, right? But
Yeah.
I thought that I didn't change anything. So by that pack that we talked about to open the show, like I had listed it for 30 wax or something, and it just sat, and I went back because it was under the lowest listing. I was just trying to fire sale it, and it was sitting there, and I'm like, why isn't this selling? And then I think I went to list something else, and that's when I noticed. I said, wait a minute, this is default in the USD, and I went back and looked, and like the last three things I listed for sale were listed for USD, which is kind of annoying without you having set that default. Um, I don't know why Atomic Hub decided to change that, but it sounds like it is a global default change. Um, I don't know. I would advise. I've been coaching my sister through Wax and Atomic Hub and all of that, and I was very explicit to her to never list in USD until you get more experienced, right? Because there's nothing wrong with doing it, right? Because the Atomic Hub set it as the default. The problem comes in is when like you're toggling between the two and you
Yes.
start listing for under the suggested price. Like that's because it does give you that red warning, but the
Yep.
red warning is for under the suggested price. And right now, the suggested price is going to be the last sale,
Right.
which no matter what you list it for, like because of the huge discrepancy, because of the wax jump, like you could list it at the lowest listing, or maybe even like two wax more than the lowest listing, and it'll still say you're under the suggested price. And so I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot of confusion that can be caused, and if you're toggling between the two of them, it's just primed to screw you up because
Yeah. Now's kind of a very treacherous time to be even buying, but it's selling especially, just because everything, we don't know what's kind of going on with the price. It's all good movement, don't get me wrong, but you just got to be kind of very careful of where you step right now.
right. So I would caution any new user and really everybody. I mean, it's funny. I brought up those cogs packs earlier, and I think that was the last time that I did it. But I definitely listed those for like 8 wax or something. Like I thought I was listing them for like $8, and
Oh yeah.
I
So yeah,
listed out a bunch of them, like 4 or 5 of them. And they were gone immediately. I'm like, wow. Okay. And then I realized, like,
what
oh,
more to get your money back?
yeah, I've been doing this for weeks, and I just wiped out all of my profits in like the next 2 weeks of profits by a stupid mistake. And it is what it is. We saw it earlier with the prospectors, that
Yes.
likely was the same thing.
Yep. And
And
I've, capitalized on things like that. I hunt those
oh,
deals,
yeah.
and it's blockchain, so it's not like, I've never been in that situation. I've thought about like, what if someone contacts me like, oh, I misplaced the
Right,
decimal.
right, right.
I would probably give them the benefit of the doubt,
Yeah, I
but I
would
mean,
also.
it would be, it'd be hard. It'd be hard.
Right, it sure would. It sure would. Awesome. All right, we got one more to close out the show. What is it?
La-
I know this
Last
is a good
one.
one.
Yeah, so I don't have really any details on this drop, but I just know I'm big fans of both of these creators. So it's an Immersus creator collab with Sammy Snake. So Sammy Snake is in charge of Nova Rally, and they've been doing a
Yeah,
lot of testing the last couple weeks. And Immersus is one of those metaverse projects which has been really picking up some steam. They've been going through a lot of updates like every week, and it
yeah,
just gets better and better.
yeah. We have Dan in our server, and we've interviewed him. And I had my oldest son over this weekend, and he said, "Daddy, I know what I want for Christmas. I want Oculus, I think he asked
VR.
for, and I said, yeah, yeah, and I said, oh, that's interesting. I was just talking about buying one myself. Um, yeah,
Perfect.
I haven't VR played games in VR yet at home. Have you?
Nope, me neither.
Yeah, but now that like I know it's just a matter like I have to get into it because I want to be able to support Immersis and the guys over there. I love what they're doing for the wax community. I think it's going to be huge eventually. I have all of the NFTs. Like I have all of these. I have this
Yep.
loot spawn. I have all three of these, and I believe I have all of these as well. I have the beta, the first beta card, the one that you'll get the token drop from, and then I have I think at least two of the other. They look the same, but the first one is a limit of 100.
100. That's right.
Yeah, and you'll get like a special token drop when that comes out with that.
Yeah, so it's a big picture project. Like if you're in Immersis, you're still really early and stuff like that. And they hand those not the one of 100s, but the other beta passes out. They want to get people. So what they do is they distribute those passes to people who bought the
Right.
original one, so
Yep.
they can bring in quality members to the community. Like I know, I think I have one or two extra sitting in my wallet. You know what? Maybe we should do a giveaway or something, actually.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely should. You want to do that right now?
Yeah, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, cool. All right. Hey, so I'll use the bit.ly link. So if you want to just ping me the link and then I'll throw it into uh, a bit.ly link and then maybe is that how you want to do it or do you want to do it on a wheel? How do you want to do it?
I've actually never done a proper giveaway before. This is like the first time for me. A wheel, I would assume, would be easy.
Yeah, let's do that. That works.
And
Everybody in the chat, I might regret this. Everybody in the chat, drop your Wax wallet addresses.
yeah, but okay, I definitely got one to give away. I wanted to double check, make sure I still got it.
Yeah, giveaway, giveaway, giveaway. Yep, here they come. All right, I could probably grab these better from the Twitch channel. All right, just bear with us as we do this.
And yeah, so they give those away because they're trying to expand the community, but they also don't want to overload it, and they only really want quality members. Like we kind of did the same thing with NFTG. We didn't just open up the floodgates and just take anyone. We're trying to build the community up, very methodically.
Right, exactly. I think that I know how to fill a server with 3,000 people. 5,000 people. I've been through the process twice. Once with Green Rabbit, and then now with NFT Battle Miners, and that might have came out wrong. I'm not personally responsible for their growth. I've just been along for the ride and seeing how it's done, and I didn't want to do that with NFT Gamer TV because it, awesome as it is to do huge wax drops, brings in a lot of negativity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with just bots, and you deal with a lot of crap, man.
I mean, it makes sense. Anything free in the wax space, it's just gonna get attacked by bots.
Yeah. All right. Oh, this is a small wheel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's see. All
Nobody's
right.
stacking up
Let
for
me
you, eh?
share my screen back and we can verify that everybody is on it. All
Oh yeah,
right.
that is tiny.
Oh, wait. I think I'm getting some more. Let's see. Let me make sure I got everybody here. Yeah. Okay.
I remember my thing when I was playing Immersive last time. It was my mouse, the sensitivity, because I guess it's made for VR, so it's kind of hard to do it on desktop.
Yeah, so this is weird now. Like there's some in. Yeah, here's another one. Do I have? Yeah, I have the Ikeda Ojib. I have that one. Is I don't see this one on there. FVGBA.wim. Yeah, I don't see that one. And then, all right, looks like I got everybody. Cool. All right, shuffle these up. And here we go.
Who's gonna get it?
Oh, the 5 double dot RG dot wham. Who was that?
Who's our
Grimace.
lucky winner?
Yeah, yeah. All right. Let me log in.
Congratulations.
Yeah, let me log into my wallet here. And we'll remove them. So what did you send them?
The immersive pass.
Sweet. Yeah. Let me see if I have one of those too.
Oh, okay, so it's not Grimace. It's I am the Kai, the KY.
Say that again.
It wasn't Grimace who won. It was someone else.
Oh, he was just celebrating for them.
He's just happy.
Ah, well, you know what? That's awesome. I love seeing that. Let's give away another one.
Yeah. And if you win and you already have an immersive pass, I'm sure you have a friend. Just give it to them. Get them.
Yeah. All right.
In.
AI. Wish I put the names on here. Like, oh, that was Grimace this time. Look at that.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
It's
all right. Now somebody
future,
say woohoo, and we'll see if we can keep this going. All right. Let me send this one before I forget to do that.
All right. Howie left.
You know what? I have more than one of these to give away.
We handed him out like candy.
Yeah. Boom. All right. Let's go again. We're looking for least comic standing to keep the
woohoo streak alive.
The woohoo streak alive. And that is Novandi. Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. There you go. Boom. I actually have a soft spot for this number. It's not a special number. I like it.
The mid number?
Yeah. 787. It's not significant. I don't know. I guess my birth year was 78, and 7's always a good number.
Isn't that a plane as well?
747 maybe. I don't know, dude. Let's keep. We don't have very many entries here, so I would say let's just keep spinning this. What do you say?
Go for it. Let's go.
All right. This time I am gonna. Oh, you know what? We got Green Rabbit stuff coming up, and I have the Sanyika, the Give.Sanyika wallet. So
things just got serious.
Yeah, let's go take a peek into the Give.Sanyika wallet.
Oh, I know you got some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wallet's better than my account.
Yeah. Oh wow. So he's got.
New.
Yeah, dude. This is nuts. All right, so we'll probably. Wow, dude. This is an amazing man. This guy. giving away all this stuff. All right.
Finds new ways, man, to impress
Yeah,
me.
let's do an uncommon snake totem this time. Sounds good?
It sounds good to me. I'm sure the community will love it.
Yeah, all right. Here we go. And that is JSJBGB2 is I'm super annoyed with myself for not putting the names on here now. Mount Doomy. Congrats, my friend.
Well, at least
You
it's easy to send to. You know which exact WAM to give it to.
yeah. All right. I'm gonna just copy this from here. And this was it here, right? The snake totem.
Yeah, that's what you said, right?
Yep.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah, boom.
I should have entered.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Next up, let's see what was on the schedule. So Green Rabbit was first. We don't have any of that. Errata Ditch. Let me pull something out of my wallet for the errata. What do you think of that?
Sounds good to me, bro. I don't have it too much errata, so I can't really pull from that.
Yeah, all good.
For the other stuff.
Let's see. I have. Are these things staked? No, they're not, right?
The errata, no, no.
Let's see. All right, I have a mythic. Let's do a mythic Kuro Bozu. Can I share this over here? Can you see this?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do this guy here.
Kurobozu.
I'll remove that. And I know that wallet.
Say that.
I can't think of who it is right now. Ah, it's my man, Travis.
I know that son of a gun.
Yeah, I definitely recognize that wallet.
I saw Travis at the fishing thing. He was catching all those shrimp. Did Badger tell you about that fishing thing?
All right, let's look at the schedule. What came after Errata, Dead Mouse? I don't have any of that. I don't have any Megadeth. I definitely have some Alpaca Worlds. So,
oh yeah, I know. I got lots of those too.
oh shit! I spun it before I was ready. It's gonna be Alpaca World something. All right. So I have, let's see. I got a super rare Duomo di Milano.
Oh, that I think that was one of those blends, right?
Yeah, I blended that sucker up.
Yeah, that's a nice one to get.
Cool.
And they have those sales open. They're only $1 for the alpaca cards. If you're into it, I bought them because it's only $1. I can support Nifty because that's their kind of one of their projects they used to test a lot of their features out. And I don't know if you remember, but I told a few people to buy those alpaca packs because they had the little coin you get, and that gets you the Nifty token. And it's one of the few big brain moments I've had where I can like take credit for it because I bought a lot of those alpaca packs for cheap in the aftermarket just to get that coin mainly. And it's going to pay off dividends very well very soon when they drop that Nifty token.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're going to give away some more of this Green Rabbit stuff. All right. WV is, who was this? This is Call Me Trader. Send them a common General Saw Scale. Boom. All right. Remove them out. All right. Assign my transaction. All right. How much were these Finny packs?
$10 for the smaller ones.
Yeah. Should we close it out with one? Let's. How many do we have left? We got 4 left. Yeah, we'll close it out with a Finny pack. Let's do a uncommon lore tablet.
Last few names are doing pretty well.
Yeah. Arcada Wham is. That's Tall James.
There we go. It's about time he popped up.
Boom. All right. And now let's see. Let's do.
It's 3 left.
Yeah, 3 left. We'll close it out with the pack. And let's see.
I know you went in pretty heavy to Finny.
Yeah.
Did you finish any collections? Like how many collections did you get?
I don't even know, dude.
It's available on Atomic Hub now. The collections tab.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so you can, and they have the little percentage of how close you are and stuff. So I finished
Cool.
sets all the way up to, I think it was rare, the one where the font kind of appears. It was right before platinum, which was the silver kind of looking card.
Gotcha. Okay, 1 second here.
Because I know they're going to do the airdrops, you know, in the near future. So you want to complete those collections, and they're pretty cheap. Well, they were a few days ago.
All right. So our buddies over at Farming Tales, I got a bunch of these seeds, whatever this is. So we're going to go ahead and send one of these over, which I think they're selling for like, I don't know, like 16 wax or $16 or something. It would be nice if you're not going to complete to try to get to the land. It would be definitely something worth flipping. So Jolie wax. Thanks.
I know Jolie did that Finny Twitter competition too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw their post.
All right.
We were talking about it a little.
Cool. All right. So here's what we'll do. We'll close it out with Finny because we love, we're big fans of Crypto Writer. So we will do one of those packs. And before that, I will do let's see, what's my rarities looking like? Yeah, I'll let you pick. Which one of these epics should I do?
Ooh, wow. You got 2, and I really like it. Do the Crypto Writer. Do one of those.
This one here?
Yeah.
So what numbers do I have? 55 and 195. Yeah, I'll send the 195 over. Cool. And that is going to sweet Ojib, which is
Who got
Endbreaker. Sweet.
Nice. Congrats.
And that means that our pack winner is. We got to confirm this here.
Who is it? Who's our winner?
Least comic standing. Sweet. So it was the standard prints here, right?
Yeah, that's the $10 pack.
Awesome. All right, this stream went way longer because of this, but
It's for a good cause.
yeah, it is. So we last roll was rigged. Yeah, awesome. All right, hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will be back next week to review the weekend wax.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. I hope we could help you out a little bit, and looking forward to see you next week.
All right, bye guys.
Take it easy.